Yes. Why would he tell you where they are meeting if you're not part of the meeting? If all you're doing is passing messages between him and General Sibia and you're not part of the meeting, why would he tell you he's in Bryanston, the meeting is in Bryanston?
Thank you, Commissioner. I think the reason that Mr. Mutsumi told me is to when General Sibia comes out from his meeting, I must tell him he must come to Bryanston.
Okay, sorry, carry on.
Commissioners, I want to bring this to your attention. I've never ever attended any meeting.
No, Witness F. Don't pose your own question and then answer it. I've asked you a specific question. If you are not going to attend this meeting in Bryanston, why would Mr. Mutsumi tell you that the meeting is in Bryanston? Answer my question, please.
To tell General Sibia to come there. I was never part of the meeting.
All right. So he must have given you the address unless you are telling us that General Sibia knows the address in Bryanston, knew it already. Which one is it?
I think so, Commissioners.
Okay. So you never had to give General Sibia the Bryanston address. He knew it already.
I assume, Commissioners.
That must be so. It's not a question of assumption, and it's really simple. Witness F, you don't have to be evasive about it. If you did not tell General Sibia the address in Bryanston, and yet he knew that the meeting is in Bryanston, and he went there without you giving him the address, he must have already known the address. It's a yes or no answer.
Commissioner, I feel like you are putting me in the corner to answer on behalf of Mr. Sibia and Mr. Mutsumi now.
No.
I'm trying my best to answer in the best of my ability. Hey, I can't type myself.
No, Witness F. No, Witness F. You don't get to avoid answering this question. Here are the facts. Let's build it up. You are the go-between, Mr. Mutsumi and General Sibia, about this meeting. You are passing on messages. You are checking your general. Where are you? How long are you going to be? You're doing that. You tell us that you were not at that meeting, but you also tell us that the meeting was in Bryanston. So someone told General Sibia where to go in Bryanston. Firstly, that the meeting is in Bryanston and where to go. Was it you that told him?
No, it was not me.
Let me finish. Was it you that gave General Sibia the address of where the meeting in Bryanston is going to be, if it was in Bryanston?
It was not me, but I assume General Sibia.
Okay, no, it wasn't you. My question is, was it you? You say it wasn't you. Now, to go back, and I take that for what it's worth, to go back to what you said a few steps back. You said in answer to Mr. Cheskalson, you said that you wouldn't deny that you meet with Mr. Mutsumi because you do, but you were not at this meeting. You have no reason not to admit if you were at the meeting. I want to propose to you and put to you why you would want to deny or to avoid us knowing that you were in that meeting, which is what Mr. Cheskalson suggests. You would not want us to know you were in that meeting because you don't want to be asked questions about who else was in the meeting and importantly, what was discussed in the meeting. That's your motive for not wanting to admit that you were in that meeting when Mr. Chaskalson suggests that you were in the meeting. Do you have any comment to that?
Yes, Commissioner, thank you. The level of respect between myself and Mr. Mutsumi and the level of respect between myself and Lieutenant General Sibia is something else. Under no circumstances I will sit with them in the meeting with them both in that particular meeting. There is no way.
Thank you, Witness
There
F.
is no way. I did not sit in the meeting together with them, and I'm not avoiding the question of who or saying who else was in that particular meeting, what else was discussed in the meeting. But I'm glad because General Sibia is to appear. You will have to answer that. What was that meeting
Yes,
all about?
you have answered. You have answered me. Thank you.
Can I just clarify one issue, Witness F? It appears from these chats that General Sibia, although he was in a meeting, he was available because he was able to chat with you and you were able to forward some of the chats. Do you know why Steve was not communicating directly with General Sibia? Why were they communicating through you, unless you were the meeting organizer and you were part of the meeting?
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, I can never be the meeting organizer between General Sibia and Mr. Mutsumi. And I can never also be part of that particular meeting. And according to me, maybe General Sibia is used to send me messages to forward them. Sometimes maybe he would say he's in the meeting, not specifically with Mr. Mutsumi. Hey man, I'm in the meeting, I'll give people your numbers for in case they are looking for me, please write that message because of the person that I often communicate with. Not that he was communicating with me specifically because of Mutsumi. He has communicated with me with about other generals that I must convey message to. So basically, this is what I was at a particular time. Not that I was part and parcel of that meeting.
Yes, but why are they doing it through you? I mean, he was clearly available. He could receive texts from Mr. Mutsumi. Why were they doing it through you? Why was it for you, for example, to find out how far he is, how long it will take for him to get to the meeting, and to obviously convey that message to Mr. Mutsumi? Because it looks here like even after General Sibia had left his meeting, you were still the go-between. I mean, he was not communicating with the person or the people he was meant to meet with. Why were they doing it through you?
Hey, that man, I don't know.
It can only mean you were part of the meeting, Witness F.
No, Commissioners, I was never part of that meeting. I was never. Even General Sibia will come and explain. I was never even one part of his meetings. Never.
Well, you've said to Commissioner Kumalo that you could never be part of a meeting between Mr. Mutsumi and General Sibia. Why is that? I mean, assuming they're talking about General Sibia's work-related matters, why could you never, ever, to use your language, be part of a meeting between the two? What do you know about what they discuss in those meetings that you could never ever be part of meetings with them?
Okay, maybe it came out of context. I did not mean like that. Never ever. I'm shying away from something. I'm talking in level of respect. When your parents talk as a child, you can't sit in and watch them in the eyes. You must give them space. So as a result, I was not part and parcel of that meeting. And to come to the point of the commissioner where she says Sibia and Mutsumi were discussing his work, I don't even know what were they discussing. So I'm saying in that point, not that I'm shying away from anything. It was just a matter of level of respect. That has got nothing to do with me, because of if they wanted me in, they could have come and joined me. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Mr. Chescotson.
Witness F, if we go now to exhibit bundle page 202, there's, do you have page 202?
Yes.
You see it 7 October 2023 at 4:30 in the morning. General Sibia, 4:30 in the morning.
Yes.
General Sibia sends you a message. The National Commissioner of Eswatini just died here at OR Tambo. I'm going there now. You see that?
That's correct.
Now if you go to page 673, and this is a record of your chats with Mr. Msibi, who's also known as Mswazi. And in fact, you describing... now, at the top of page 673, you see that at 5 in the morning, you forward General Sibia's message to Mr. Msibi. The National Commissioner of Eswatini just died here at OR Tambo. I'm going there now. And then a little later, you send a message to Mr. Msibi, morning Baba. It was SMS from number 1 this morning. So my question to you is, why did you refer to General Sibia as number 1 when you communicated with Mr. Msibi?
I refer him like that as number 1.
Sorry, I'm not sure I heard that answer correctly. You referred to him?
As number 1.
But why? Why was he number 1 to you and Mr. Msibi?
I don't know, Commissioners. This is how I referred to him as number 1.
And Mr. Msibi knew who you were referring to when you said it's from number 1?
I don't think so, because he never responded.
But why would you refer to General Sibia as number 1 in a text to Mr. Msibi if you didn't know that Mr. Msibi would know who you were talking about?
I just referred him like that when I forwarded the message to Mr. Msibi.
No, Witness F, you knew that Mr. Msibi will understand who you're referring to. You knew that. let's not reformulate or deny the obvious. You knew that he would understand who you're talking about. Otherwise, we are now in the realm of beyond irrationality, but madness now. If you're just sending texts without any reason to think that the person you're sending it to will know and understand who you are talking about. So you knew that Mr. Msibi, I think it is Mr. Msibi, you knew that he would know who you're referring to when you say number one. And that's it. It's improbable. It's false, in fact, if you say you don't know if he would have known. You're being dishonest in your evidence. And I think it's fair to put that to you, that you're being dishonest when you say you don't know if you didn't know if Mr. Msibi would know that you are referring to General Sibia. That's one. And then I have a question. Why would you tell Mr. Msibi that where General Sibia is going, General Sibia's movements?
Thank you, Commissioners. I was not specifically telling Mr. Msibi about Mr. Sibia's movement. I was informing him about someone that died at Eswatini because he's got a relationship with the kingdom of Eswatini. And I was telling him on those bases, this is what happened in Eswatini. Not that I was giving General Sibia's information to Mr. Msibi. And then I further elaborated to him that I got that from number one.
And why did you think Mr. Msibi would be interested in this information? That your superior, General Sibia, shares with you he's a subordinate in a work context. He shares with you this information because he's going there not because he's a friend of the National Commissioner of Eswatini. He goes there because he's the Deputy National Commissioner. So he goes to the airport and then he tells you not because you are his friend, he tells you because you are his subordinate. Why would you share that information with a civilian? And why would you believe that the civilian has an interest in this topic?
I think, Commissioners, knowing that Mr. Msibi is the person that frequents mostly in Eswatini, and he's got businesses at Eswatini, and he's got a relationship with the kingdom. I was just informing him, knowing that even though it's from my boss, so I just send it like that.
This is another instance where you share with a civilian SAPS information, because this is SAPS information from your DNC to you, the subordinate. So this is yet another case where you're sharing with a civilian SAPS information.
I think by the time Commissioners General Sibia sent this to me, it was already on the public.
Yes, it may have been in the public. We don't know. I've asked you a simple question, or in fact, I'm making a statement, which is, this is another case where information that was shared with you by your superior to a subordinate, that subordinate being you, information that was shared in that relationship, you go and share it, you forward it to a civilian. That's simply it. And the answer is yes. There's no being clever about it, Witness F. The answer is yes. You shared SAP's information that was communicated to you by your superior with a civilian. You may comment if you want to.
No comment on that, Commissioner?
Thank you, Mr. Chaskasi.
Witness F, your relationship with Mswazi taxi boss, that's how he's described in your chats. What was your relationship with him?
Thank you, Commissioner. I was raised by Mswazi when I was still in primary, up until I've matriculated. I was staying with him, Commissioner, up until grade 11. That is my relationship. I was looking up to him as a father. He looked up to me as a son. That is basically our relationship.
Just tell me, is this how you saved him on your phone, Mswazi taxi boss? Is that how you saved him on your phone?
This is how he preferred to be called, big boss or taxi boss. This is how I saved him.
Yeah, I just find it strange that somebody who basically brought you up and whom you respected so much, you wouldn't refer to him as Ubaba or something more respectful, but you would instead refer to him as a taxi boss. I just find that unusual. Do you want to comment or do you want to just leave it there?
I want to comment on that. When I was addressing him as Ubaba. Even on my phone, before I stored him as Ubaba. Then him himself said, no, I'm not your father. I'm your big boss. Then I've changed the way I saved him there and there. Mswazi, taxi boss, I showed him to him. Then he laughed. That is how and when I left it like that.
Was he your boss?
No, he was my father, not my boss.
You've just said now, he said you must stop referring to him as father because he's your big boss.
No. He said, when we address him, even though he's our father, he's the big boss. So this is how I said him the way he preferred. That was 10 years back.
Thank you.
If we can go to a different meeting, it's a meeting that took place on the 14th of September 2024. And it starts at page 51 of the exhibit bundle. And there on the morning of 14 September, you'll see that at 7:25 you receive a call from CAT Security. That's Mr. Matlala.
That's correct.
And then there's no contact between you until 11 minutes past 7 in the evening. But what happens before then, we have to go to page 245 to work out. Because at 2:45, at 10 past 7 in the evening on the same day, General Sabia sends you a text, ask CAT to make a turn. And you respond at 11 minutes past 7 in the evening. I spoke to him earlier. He promised to come around 2000 hours. You recall those texts?
Yes, I do, Commissioners.
How frequent was it for Mr. Matlala and General Sibiya to meet?
I would not know exactly, but I would know that Mr. Matala would send me messages. Vice versa, General Sibiya would send messages that tell Cat or Cat tell General Sibiya.
So when they wanted to meet, they would arrange the meeting through you? That's a question.
I can't say that. If they wanted to meet, they would meet through me.
But you said earlier that sometimes you got messages from Mr. Matlala, sometimes you got messages from General Sibiya, and I presume that you were referring to arranging meetings between the two of them.
I'm not sure if some communication was arranging meetings. I'm not sure about that.
But it's a relatively simple question, which is, I mean, did you or did you not arrange meetings for General Sibiya and Mr. Matlala?
No, I did not.
But on this occasion, you did. You spoke to Kat earlier, and he promised to come around 8 o'clock.
I'm not arranging. I'm just passing a message. You know, when you arrange, according to my understandings, General Sibiya are going to meet at, let's say, Mamelodi at 7 o'clock. Cat meet General Sibiya at 7. So in this matter, it is when I just passed the message from this one to this one.
So maybe I wasn't clear with my question. So did you frequently pass messages between Kat, Mr. Matlala, and General Sibiya so that they could communicate with one another when they wanted to meet each other?
Not exactly. No, not exactly, Commissioners. Maybe before you go any further, I'm asking for just a restroom. I'm so pressed.
The witness is asking for a rest break.
He's asking for a comfort break, as I understand.
Yes. Let's adjourn and resume at 16:15. Let's adjourn.